Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream where we build a cinematic scene, and you can see my process. Follow along live. I hope you all can hear me. Um, just let me know if there's any problems in the audio. I'll be checking the chat in between. I have still not figured out the chat overlay, so you guys might be seeing this screen from time to time, but hopefully that will be fixed by the next stream. So, I have written a series of short films or episodes that are based on my that is based on my Indian cyberpunk world that I really want to bring to life, especially because I have a lot of interesting characters and a very interesting villain in my opinion. And I'm a huge fan of Love, Death, and Robots, and sci-fi stuff, obviously space stuff, time travel movies and series. Cyberpunk is one of my favorite genres. So this first script that I'm working on is called The Awakening, and it introduces my world and the villain and the setting to you guys. It's a very short piece, and I'm going to probably call my series Neon Dreams, and there'll be different episodes. And let's just look at the starting. So, Mumbai is written in the script, but this will probably be an undisclosed city. I'm just showing you a little bit of the script. Monsoon rain veils a neon city. Billboards stutter corrupted. Devanagari script flickers with a 1-2 frame flash of an angular eye sigil. Nirvan's logo. Nirvan is my villain. We'll learn more about him soon. A distant temple loudspeakers Aarti warps into a metallic drone, a fragment of a classic broadcast tone, maybe Doordarshan or something else. Okay, flickers in the static. I have a chat. Let me just respond to it. So, I am available on all social platforms at pixelbender_in. You can find me everywhere on Twitter, on Instagram, YouTube. The username is pixelbender_in. Tiny Fox, thank you for joining in. And so let's get back to the scene. So we have a grid collapse. Okay, so we have a glitch in the terminal screen, and the terminal hums a warning light. So basically, the first scene is a cyberpunk city which is engulfed in rain, fog, and a dystopian atmosphere. And that's what we're going to try to create today. And I made this reference image using Gemini Nano Banana Pro. It has placeholder graphics. It took the names right out of my script, but these will be obviously replaced. But I really like the setting, and if I can create something like this for the opening shot, it would be perfect. This is our main character. I took a lot of care to minimize the effort required in the script. Also, guys, just a quick, can you hear my voice fine? So that you can let me know if there are any issues, and I'll address to it right away. Yeah, so I've written a lot of scripts over the past 2-3 years, maybe 7 to 8 scripts, but all of them ballooned into this big Indian cyberpunk world. Each script is a different flavor. This one is about technical grid, the city grid collapse. There's one which is from the point of view of a detective and a private detective ex-cop, and it's a murder investigation. There's a couple of not superpowered. There's one vigilante Actually, two vigilantes and one probably superpowered character. All are supposed to be in the same world, and the stories will connect at some point, and that's the issue. So each script connected to the other, and the world started getting bigger and bigger. So I never got to finish those. This time around, I've made a very simple script with only one main character who's going to be talking and emoting, and city is the main character, and obviously the city grid, the prana grid, that's operating the entire city. If you guys have played the Watch Dogs game, the first Watch Dogs, it's going to be something like that. This is set in the future in India. I don't know, probably something like 2084 or 2090, sometime in the future. And the script is very minimal, but the locations are very important. I have a few locations. I have this city skyline, I have a control center, and then there's a street scene when the main character Rishabh gets into a car and drives towards his goal. And we have the exterior of a big control tower, Prana Grid control tower, and the finale happens, the climax happens at the top of the control tower, so that will be a different location. And I'll be designing all these locations, probably live streaming each of those. We can cover one location in two streams, and you can follow my progress and literally be a part of my world as I build it. So, looking at the reference, first we have the big hero building which takes focus. It's about two-thirds of the frame, and which is far behind. We have the foreground layer, these buildings on the left, very left, and very right, which are close to the camera. And obviously, we have the rooftop. This character is not going to be here for the opening scene, that will be in a different place. Then we go a little further, and we have the mid detail buildings. I can see the one in the left two-thirds, which has neon dreams written. The graphic will be changed, and then there's a cluster of buildings in front of the main hero building. And since the scene is going to be covered in fog and rain, the background buildings can be a little less detailed. And I don't think I'm gonna have flying cars like Gemini showed here. That will make it too fantastical. It is in the set in the future, but it is also a grounded story. The city is one of the main characters. Surveillance, control, and domination are the themes of this script, and that is what I would like to portray from the locations as well. So before the stream I was just blocking out. Let me just turn off the overlay for a second. We have the rooftop here, and this is the hero building, the cluster of buildings in front, the foreground buildings, the mid-ground buildings, the bases are right now not lined, but this is just the blocking, so I will be fixing that. Some of them are high up from the ground. Let's bring them down. If you guys have any questions as I'm building it, feel free to pop in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer those. If you guys have any questions as I'm building it, feel free to pop in the chat, and I'll try my best to answer those. And also, I like to have something playing in the background while I work, low volume. but the media isn't playing right now, so let me just add it again so that the stream isn't boring. I hope you guys can hear me over the music. I'll reduce the volume a little bit. Alright, so let's get back to the scene. Let me finish blocking it. I just turn on my overlay where I brought in the Gemini image, reduce the opacity, bring it to front. Let's add some of the buildings now. So the camera is framed at 25mm focal length. The resolution is 1920 by 816 for the 2.35:1 aspect ratio that we are used to seeing in films. And I guess the basic blocking is done. Rest of the buildings are like very far away. We'll place one more of these around back here. Okay. So in my previous video, which is on YouTube, the last one I posted, it's about the same thing, about how you can manage it. Sorry. Let's just skip the ad. It's about how you can manage poly counts, because let me just show you my best performing video. You guys shown a lot of love to it, which is the Sci Fi Cities. It's right here. It is currently at 68,000 views. So you guys loved it, and you know, it's not a bad scene. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But you know the poly count on this? When I opened the project recently, it shows 7.5 million polygons. And that's because I used a lot of max haze buildings, and you know, these closer buildings which are this white lotus and all these are kit bash buildings, a lot of kit bash assets. So the poly count really ballooned, and my computer really struggles to work with that scene. So in this one, the latest video, I worked on LODs, level of detail. So you don't need to have all the buildings super high detailed. The close-up ones can be detailed. The mid-ground ones can have lesser detail, and the background buildings are just basically just blocks with the window texture on it. And this is just the test scene I made to show that show the buildings that I've made. So you guys can check out this video as well. It shows the low poly, high poly, mid poly and high poly workflow. You can see that these are not super detailed, but they work at a distance. And if I had more fog, haze, some rain, this scene would look phenomenal in my opinion. You can see the previous scene that I have, it has 7,570,000 polys. So it was a good scene, but like it's crazy to handle it. And these are the buildings that I've made, the very left ones, low poly, very less detail. And these two in the far right, these are the mid poly buildings. You can see they have like considerable amount of detail, and this is the high poly building which has the most detail, which is on the far right now. So you can check out this video. I'll just drop this link in the chat. Hey Radik G, thank you for joining in. Lovely to have you guys here. So let me open my project with which has the building assets. Previous two streams also I was trying to build this scene, but I ran into the same poly problem, high poly, too many polygons. Like just with 6 buildings it was already standing at 1.5 million polygons, which is insane actually. These are the buildings that I had designed that time. You can see these are like super high poly, and we don't need all of the buildings to be this high poly. This one is about 110,000. This one is 400k. This one pretty good, I like it. Looks very good close up. If I can load in the textures, just let's give it a minute to load the shaders. So yeah guys, thank you for joining in. Please call your friends if they're into Blender, and let's have a good session today. Any questions you might have, I'll be happy to answer them. Yeah, and I should have opened this project in 5.1 because I noticed 5.0 had a lot of problems. Blender 5.0, it used to crash a hell lot during rendering, and so I downloaded the 5.1 and 4.5 LTS, so that okay, see, we have some missing textures here. Let me fix that by finding the file. And whoa, what is this? This should not have been like this. Okay, we'll fix it. First go to file. If you have any missing textures and you know where there are, go to external data, file external data, find missing files, and then we'll go to the location where you have the files. I recently reformatted my computer, so that's why the files are missing. So yeah, Radik G, thank you. I have the video. I'll put both the videos in for you in the chat so that you can check them out. I love Cyberpunk, and I would love for you to work on your own Cyberpunk scenes as well. Let's fix this. These two are supposed to be wireframe. So select one face, Control L, separate selection. Yeah, and you can see the textures I've loaded. Any other mistakes? No, these look fine. So I'll just put the wireframe modifier on these. right one. Just select this and add the wireframe. Increase the thickness, and we have a grill. Done. Perfect. And I'll apply I'll convert it into a mesh. So yeah, these are the buildings that I previously designed, and you can see they're like super high poly. I'll use some of these for the close-ups, but this is not going to work for the purpose of making a whole city scene, because your computer will chug really bad and rendering will be a nightmare. So Radic G, you're in luck, because I've also done a video about some cyberpunk interior apartment, but it's very old, so I'll be updating it. But yeah, obviously I'll be making interiors as well. We have a lot of interior scenes in my scripts, but for the time being you can check this video out. I should probably make a cyberpunk playlist on my channel so that you guys can check it out. I think there's one already. Let me just go to my channel page. I hope you guys don't mind this noob stream, because I'm sharing the entire screen and not windows. But yeah, so cyberpunk and dystopian art. You can see here we have the dystopian office as well. You can check this out. Check this video out. I actually really like the scene. Let me also show you Radic G would love this dystopian office scene. I think it was inspired by regular cyberpunk and Severance, the show, if you watched it. And there's also this LED screens. You can check out this cyberpunk and dystopian art playlist on my channel page. I think you'll find a lot of information over here. And there's a test scene I had made for another part of the script, but I'll actually show you guys. You can tell me how it looks. Crap, I think I did not take a backup of that. Oh, okay, fine. You guys missed it, sorry. I don't have that scene right now. Like an idiot, I forgot to take a backup of that. Anyway. So you can see I have this other scene that I made with the LODs video I was showing you. So here I have some low poly buildings, mid poly, high poly. This one's high poly as well, and these two are again somewhat mid to high poly. I can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 buildings, all of them together 552,000 poly. So it's really economical. And let me just shift to the rendered view so that you can see the buildings. So here I have the low poly buildings. This is This is the control tower that I mentioned will be in my script, but it's just a placeholder for now. I'll keep this shape same and I'll design a higher poly version for the close-up shots. But it needs to be in the main skyline scene. And these are the low poly buildings, quite low poly, but from a distance they work very fine. They look really fine. And these are the mid poly buildings. I'll turn off the overlay and control spacebar to maximize any window. Suppose you want to maximize the shader window, click here once, press control spacebar to maximize it, control spacebar to go back, or you can click back to previous. Yeah, and so control spacebar to, these are the mid poly buildings. I designed this one just yesterday in like 10-15 minutes. This one, and this is the hero building. Kinoxis, whatever. And this is a very very low poly building that's gonna be in the background, just like a standard residential building that we see in India. And this is supposed to be a government building, indicating surveillance, monitor, assist, protect. Not just surveillance but control over the people. This is supposed to be a helipad, but it will be developed more if there's a close-up shot for it. Now I need some help, a suggestion from you guys. So in this scene, there's this hero building and there's other buildings. I need you to tell me, should I use this building, this one right here? This is 1. Suppose this one is 1 and this one is 2. Which of these two do you think I should use for the hero focus in my scene? Let me know, it would be really helpful. And I can obviously increase the size of this. That's fine, but which of these two buildings do you think should be the hero focus? I'll be waiting for you guys in the chat for a couple of minutes. You guys can look at it and decide. Obviously this first building needs more signs and stuff, but that will be added. But for the purpose of this skyline shot, which building do you think should be in this location? Let me know in the chat. Two? Alright, 2. Anyone else wants to chime in? Right, I'll close this for now. Actually, I need to open that again, but I'll open it in 5.1. Okay, let's go with 2 for now, and we'll switch it later if we require. So let's start replacing the buildings in this block out, and also let me apply an HDRI, a night HDRI from Blenderkit. Free first. Let's go with this one. Let's see how it looks. I don't know. Okay, I think it's in EV. Let's switch to cycles, because I used to render in EV before. EV is good, but for that cinematic look, I prefer cycles because it's a lot more accurate. You can turn off the light tree. Make sure you turn on use GPU in your render denoise, because otherwise the denoise takes a lot of time and I was not able to figure out what happened. I'll turn off the overlay. Not bad, but I don't like the background. Let's go with the plain background. I've used this night sky 1. Nope. So night sky 2. Let me search that if I can find it. Yeah, this is the one I used, I think. Yeah, so this has nice diffuse lighting, and I have a wet floor texture over here. So if I put any light, when I put the ads and neon lights and stuff on it, so we'll get some nice reflections over here on the floor. Suppose we go for a pink, and then blue, for example. So you can see we get some nice reflections over here. Also, to save computing power, just select go to your output properties here and render region. So it only renders this part inside your frame, inside your camera frame, and it saves a little bit of CPU. This part looks a little empty, right? Let's see what was there in the frame. Oh yeah, this has the control tower, so what's behind it is not really important. You can add one building right here. Alright, let's bring our hero building and copy it from this project. Oh, this was an video as well. Crap. Anyway. Go to object, set origin to, okay, no, shift S, I guess, selection to cursor, no, cursor to selected. Yeah, so the 3D cursor comes to the selected point, then select the building, shift S, selection to cursor. Now we have the building here. I'll delete this. RZ 90. We have our first building in the scene here. You can choose to make it bigger. Let's keep it like this because this camera will probably animate from like here and come to the rooftop for the final scene. Hey, hi Kinji499. Thank you for being so supportive. I love you all, and you guys are, helping me with the channel. And as it grows, I would like to teach you guys more and more things. Now let's work on this mid-ground cluster of buildings. This cluster right here. Nice. Let's start adding the other building. This is a thick ass building, okay? For pardon my language. Let me also open up the other project that I showed you guys with the super high poly buildings, because we'll need some of those, and I'll probably replace them the future updates to the scene. But for now, we need to make a skyline. Building assets. Let's replace this building in the meantime. Also control S, man, keep saving your stuff. Okay, let's put this building. I really love this building actually, it turned out really great. Shift S, cursor to selected, paste the building. It's not in the correct orientation, so RZ90. And Shift S, selection to cursor. It's a big building. Okay, reduce the size a little bit and delete this. You can have it bigger. We just don't want anything to be too distracting because this part of the frame is going to have important information. Did this project open? Yeah, it did. Let's also bring this building in and put it somewhere, no? Let's see. Shall we put it over here? Let's try. I think that might work. Let's just do a test render of however it is looking right now and reduce the samples because it will be at 4096. Let's go for 128 for now. Not bad. Obviously the lighting is flat right now, but we'll work on that. I think we need to put some more distance between the layers, move the Kinoxis building further in the back. When we add haze, the volumetric scatter, it will be more apparent, but let's keep working for now. We need one building over here. Let's bring this one in. This one, mid poly. Shift S, selection to cursor to selected, paste the building, RZ90. Shift S, selection to cursor and reduce the size. Oh, it's covering that building, huh? Never mind. We'll see how it looks. I just want to add a volume scatter because I need to have a sense of scale before I place everything. Snap cursor to world origin. Selection to cursor now. Okay, world origin is out there. Iska origin. Set origin to selected. Cursor to selected. Shift S. Selection to cursor. Control A all trans. No. S. Z48, SZ48, sorry, GZ48. Control A all transforms. Now crap, okay. Set origin to geometry, that'll work. Cover your entire scene. Can reduce okay, there's one building here in the back. We'll look at it later. Let's reduce the size of this, we don't need this much. Go to shading. And I'll just make it a little bigger. And if you clips, go to the end panel view and increase the end from 1000 to 10,000. You can, and also you gotta change it in the camera clip distance. So clip start and clip end, make it 10,000. Yeah. Now what I'll do is I'll select the cube, make a new material, call it volume fog. Yeah. Hi Hayokinji, I do want to stream every Sunday at this time. I had really bad internet connection. I was on Airtel, which is an Indian company. It was horrible. I'm calling you out, Airtel. You gave me a lot of grief. The internet was down for like 3 weeks without any resolution, and I was getting 5 Mbps or less than that. So now I've got a new connection, Act. If you guys are in Bangalore, go for Act. It's insane. Got lovely speeds, and yeah, I will be trying to stream every Sunday. Alright, let's get back to the fog. Remove the principal BSDF. Add a lot of people use principal volume, but I don't want volume absorption. It makes the scene darker and just a little bit heavier on the rendering, so I like using volume scatter instead. Let's start with a very low density, shift to the rendered view. Oh yeah, you can see already it does a lot. If I hide it and if I bring it back, we need more distance. Move it back, make it massive. Too far. Yeah. And so also select this fog and increase the anisotropy, and we can maybe go for a little bit higher density. We'll see. We'll be adjusting this. I need to move these two further back. Thank you, Hayo Kinji. Where are you from, buddy? I'm from India. I am Navonil. You guys can call me Neil, or Pixel Bender is just fine. And Hayo Kinji, you can just subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, so you will get a notification whenever I go live or upload a new video. Just click on the bell icon on my channel. I need one more, some high poly buildings here. Let me go for an overkill building, but I like this building. It's 400k polys, but still, you can manage if the scene is up to like 1 to 2 million polys should be fine. Like, I've rendered scenes with 7.5 million polygons before. It works. I just need to be economical. Okay, what's up this crap on top? Let's just remove this building once. There's nothing on top over here, so let me just convert it to a mesh in case it causes any problems, and then we'll copy it. Okay, there's something weird going on with this. When I bring it there, no worries. We can always move things manually. Yeah. Okay, that looks good, I guess. And this is the ground is just a placeholder, so it's not a problem. I'll increase the size. Let me move this building a little front and move this one further back. Or I like this macrosome building, so let's bring it to front, move this one back because this is a lower detail on that, and let's work with this. Have this closer. This building is barely visible, so increase the size. Yeah. Okay, Vietnam, that's cool. Love from India. Let's just take a look at the rendered view. Oh crap, see, this keeps happening. Obviously, not good. But we'll restart Blender. Okay, there's something missing over here. Let's see if we have a recent autosave. Rooftop Skyline 2050. Let's try this. Yeah, let's bring the microzone building to the front, or let's just set the cursor to this once so that we know where to bring it. Take this back, increase the size, and select the microzone building, GX, and bring it. Okay, shift S, selection the cursor. Reduce the size a little bit because it's covering the other buildings, which is fine honestly. The blocking is just temporary. If it works in the scene, it works in the scene. Nothing is permanent. Yeah, it's crashing during the render. I think there might be an issue because of the high poly building. Let me delete it and try once. In that case, we'll decimate and bring in the buildings. Okay, the high poly building is not here even. Okay, then I don't know what's the issue. If you can go into rendered view. Okay, there's something wrong with the Blender right now. Let me check my task manager for the performance. It might be a RAM issue. So let me close this for now. Still, so yeah, I keep facing these issues. That's why I shifted to this LOD workflow. Yeah, the RAM isn't an issue right now. I have 24 gigs of RAM. What about the GPU? GPU is 65% full. Why? Okay, let's keep working for now. Let's bring in some of the low poly buildings. think we will use this building once again, because building a city has to be smart in Blender. Okay. I will shift D. Instead of that, let's do Alt D so that we instance it. And RZ90. Yeah, let's try to put this here somewhere. We'll probably need to change this text on the building, the colors, but right now it's fine. GPU is full, man. Why so? Something. Oh, it's because I'm streaming. So can I? Hello Saksham Bansal, welcome to the stream. Just fixing some issues right now. Wide joystick, hello. Welcome and thank you for joining. Let's just take a break and I'll talk to you guys for a minute while I fix the technical issues. I hope you guys don't mind. There's some lo-fi music and I'm here to answer your questions and have a good time with you guys. Any Blender questions, any questions related to 3D storytelling, graphic design maybe. So let's just chill out for a bit. I'm here just fixing the issues. Thank you so much for joining in. Would love to hear more from you if you have any questions. The issue is because I am streaming at 60 FPS, which is probably putting a lot of load on my GPU. And if I stop the stream to change my settings, I'm not sure if you guys will be coming back soon, so and it won't look good for the channel, but at the same time it's also not letting me see the rendered view. So for now I'll just keep working in the material view, and we'll see what we can do. So void joystick, realistic and free textures. So what kind of textures you're looking for, man? I can help you out with it. Just let me know what kind of textures, like concrete, metal or stuff, something like that. But there are various sites. Free PBR is amazing. If you have not installed the Blenderkit plugin, please install the Blenderkit plugin. I'll just drop the references here in the chat. PBR workflow is the best because if you use procedural textures, it can really eat a lot of processing power. Yeah, I'm typing the names in the chat. You can check out these sites. Just give me a moment. You can get it on Ambient CG. The best is for grass wooden plants. Go just download the Blenderkit plugin, buddy. Blenderkit. If you don't have it, you can go to blenderkit.com, download the zip and install it. Let me see if I have a video about that that I can share with you guys. Okay, I do not have a video about Blenderkit. I shall make it soon. Blenderkit is amazing. Just download this plugin. Go to blenderkit.com or search it on Google. Download the plugin and install it in Blender. I really need to change my stream settings so that I can see things in the rendered view, but for now let's just keep working. This is not ideal, unfortunately. And yeah, guys, I'll just show you the Blenderkit plugin. Okay, it's the best plugin I feel for Blender. You can go to blenderkit.com. You can download Blenderkit from here. Install the zip. If you guys don't know how to install plugins, just in case, I'll just show you. Go to Edit, Preferences, Add-ons. Here, top right, install from disk, and select your zip file of the Blenderkit, and then you can save your preferences, and you get the plugin right here. If it's closed, you can click this, and we have a whole lot of things here. We have models. Okay, you can click here on the filters to select free first, so you have a bunch of free models. Okay, some of these are high poly. You can use decimate. There are photo scans, this sci-fi stuff, this cloth, log, wood. You look at this photo scan of a toolbox. Amazing. You even have like spaceships and stuff. If I type sci-fi, you have whole corridors and sci-fi lamp, crates. All these are, you can just drag and drop since we selected the free first, and most of these assets are CC0. I think so. That means you can use them in your, yeah, royalty free license, so you can use them in your commercial projects as well. So these are the models. Then you have textures here. Okay, materials. You have a bunch of materials, I think thousands of materials here. Thousands, thousands and thousands of materials. We have like leather, wood, iron, chipping, paint, brick, wood, all the kinds of textures you might need, concrete. And you can even go select here. It's showing procedural and texture based. If you select texture based, it will give you the PBR textures, which are photorealistic based rendering. So they will look more realistic, and they just use image texture, so it's lighter on the system. Not only this, yeah, word joystick, sky and environment. I'll share you a video about making a gradient sky, a simple gradient sky. What kind of environment are you looking to make? Because I have a few, and I can share it with you. Yeah, let's share this. Okay, I'll share it in the chat here. About the environment, what kind of environment, buddy? Because you can see I have a bunch. Let me open up. So I have a planet here, cinematic landscape. I think if you're looking for a open landscape, you have this. This is Tatooine from Star Wars, so this is like a desert landscape. I'll share this as well. You guys can find a lot of stuff on my channel. Please do watch. I hope you guys can learn something, and share the video with your friends. I would love that, because your support is really important to me. I will share more videos. This is a recreation of a scene from Blade Runner. Then I have this sci-fi corridor with very basics of Blender, how to use, how to navigate, how to make materials. Modern dystopia. There's a bunch of tutorials, man. You can just watch. There's also this upside down from the Stranger Things. Though, guys, being honest, Stranger Things season 5 was a huge letdown. This is also the brutalist dystopia. Sorry for spamming these links, but if you guys want to check out some cool videos, and obviously color grading is very important, guys. And this amazing plugin that I found, instead of doing everything in the compositor, you can just use this color grading plugin. There's a lot on my channel. You can just explore. Well, that was scary for a minute. What is happening? Okay, I'll close it.